Alright, so before this video kicks off, one thing I wanted to be able to do is highlight a company that I use from time to time. The name of the company is called Fiverr. What they do is they start off with $5 to be able to offer you guys different services. In the past, I've used them for captioning my videos, to doing it, and at the same time, the intro that you see on every single one of my videos, the Just in Time, they actually created it as well. The link will be down in the description below if you want to be able to take advantage of their services. Like I said, they start off at $5 so you can work within your budget. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video.
You can forgive all of them. Make them see they made a mistake. Make them understand. Please, Danny.
We can't hide behind small mercies. The world we need won't be built by men loyal to the world we have.
The world we need is a world of mercy. It has to be.
And it will be. It's not easy to see something that's never been before. A good world.
How do you know it'll be good?
Because I know what is good. And so do you.
I don't.
You do. You do. You've always known.
What about everyone else? All the other people who think they know what's good.
They don't get to choose.
Hey yo, what it do? It's your boy J Lou, and you are just in time for something new. Alright, now in today's video, based off of the intro, I figured I'd give everybody a choice because at the end of the day, I don't believe in withholding information back from people, and I also don't believe in giving you guys manipulated reviews when it comes to products, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's not waste any more time and let's just jump straight into the review of the Royalty 726. Alright, now when it comes to this brush is probably the most anticipated brush ever made by Brush King. And the main reason why is because a lot of wavers typically believe in the concept of shower brushing that was made famous by a lot of previous YouTubers besides myself, you know what I'm saying? Now personally, I'm not an advocate for shower brushing. You've never seen a video from me shower brushing or telling people to do that, because I'm gonna get into a little bit more details later, but just to keep it short, for me, shower brushing is not the go-to, you know what I'm saying? However, as y'all already know, BK got his name by giving you guys exactly what y'all want, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, when it comes to the Royalty 726, now at first glance, I want you guys to take a look at this brush and just see the paint job on it and everything like that. The reason why I nicknamed this bad boy Drogon is because if you haven't been following the Game of Thrones TV series and everything like that, it recently ended. And when I first saw this brush with the matte black finish and everything that it has on there, it reminded me of the last dragon that survived, you know what I'm saying? Because the other two dragons had a lot more color variation when it came to their scales. And even though Drogon, whenever he was born, he looked a little bit more reddish black, as he got older, he looked a lot more like a matte black finish, you know what I'm saying? And another reason why I call this bad boy that nickname is because this brush, what separates it from the other brushes is the simple fact that this brush is not made out of wood, you know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why that's important is because, like I told y'all from the jump, I was actually the first YouTuber to actually put people on game about why brushes crack when it comes to wood. Now, if you don't know, the reason why you shouldn't use a brush in the shower or any time like that is because when the water gets into the wood, what tends to happen is it causes it to expand and contract, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're brushing in the shower. The hot water will cause the wood to expand, and then whenever you leave it in the bathroom or wherever you leave it and it cools back down, it does that expansion and contraction, which leads to a crack. So sometimes even if you are washing your brush, what you may notice is the fact that you probably follow all of the steps in regards to the AG wash method that I make sure I link right above here, and you're wondering like,
what in the hell, J Lou? I followed this thing step by step and my brush still cracked.
Now getting back to this brush right here, I ain't gonna lie, man. BK definitely impressed me. He's been giving clues about he was gonna make a shower brush and everything like that. And when you first get this brush in hand, it definitely has a different feel in regards to the other royalty brushes that he's dropped. Now, when it comes to the material, it's solid all the way through. It's not like a lot of those other products that are all made out of plastic and everything like that you slide your finger on and you do it. Those tools are used more so in the natural hair community, you know what I'm saying? BK wanted to be able to give waivers a brush that would be able to look like a brush. It still has boar bristle as well as reinforced bristles in it, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's not too heavy. Now, another thing I want to point out in regards to the looks is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but when you look at this bad boy up close, you will clearly see that it's very smooth right here in regards to the logo and the design. And you will see on this one, the logo is actually etched on there. And I think that's a pretty dope concept. I don't believe that you would have any issues in regards to the logo rubbing away. But if you are concerned, you could always use Mod Podge or something like that to coat over the paint to prevent it from fading away. But as you get close up into the handle part right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a grip portion right here on the brush. Now, the reason why that's important is whenever you hold this brush in your hand, if you hold the brush from this point or feel it right here, it's very smooth. But once you put your hands in that little area that I told you guys about, it'll give you greater grip. Another thing I want to point out is on the back face of this brush, he has that same grip-like texture when it comes to the design of it, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the little things that a lot of people don't notice when it comes to Brush King designing his own brushes. He's not any of these other people that are just simply slapping logos on brushes from Alibaba, making it seem like they came up with it, you know what I'm saying? He's actually designing this stuff. He has the patents and everything like that. And whenever he said he was making a shower brush, the fact that he has boar bristles mixed with reinforced bristles is a major thing, and I'll get into that a little bit later when I talk about using this brush. But I want to be able to compare it to some other brushes that you guys may know about. Now, off top, these bristles are definitely hard bristles. But one thing I want to point out when I go through the comparison, if you take a look at the OG 8159 compared to the new Royalty 726, if you line up the face, you will see that the material on this brush is a lot thinner. Now, this brush feels like it's a little bit heavier, but at the end of the day, the fact that he balanced it out with the thickness of the material on there is not going to be like you're going to be brushing with it and it's going to shorten your actual brush sessions and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? But another thing I want to point out is whenever you look at this brush, you can slightly see it, but these bristles on this brush are about 1/4 inch longer. Keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to the Royalty 711, this bad boy right here is the Kraken, you know what I'm saying? And as you can see, when I line up the faces and everything like that, you still see that these bristles are slightly longer than the Kraken brush. And then y'all already know, this is probably the hardest Royalty brush that's on the market, you know what I'm saying? But this bad boy is the Grim Reaper. This is the one that BK nicknamed for himself. Whenever you line them up face by face, the bristles on this brush are slightly longer, you know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes from the softest to the hardest, keep in mind that they are all hard brushes. But when it comes to this brush right here is the softest out of all of them. This brush right here is the next level. This brush right here is firmer than the OG 8159. And then the Grim Reaper is the firmest out of all of them. Now, the reason why that is not because of the type of bristles that's used. That little 1/4 inch or however long extension on the bristles actually allow the bristles to be able to flex and bend a lot more when it comes to brushing your hair. The shorter your bristles are, the firmer the bristles will feel, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when it comes to, if you truly want to brush your hair while it's wet, aka shower brushing and things like that, you do not want a brush that is extremely hard, you know what I'm saying? Because whenever you are brushing your scalp, that's whenever your scalp is the most tender, because your pores will be open and susceptible to damage simply because the hot water has opened up your pores just a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So you do not want to use an extremely hard brush when it comes to brushing your hair while it's wet or during a shower brush session or whatever the case is. Now, at the same time, one thing that you will notice is you will definitely be able to feel a lot of pull when it comes to this brush. The reason why I like the fact that he mixed in boar bristle with nylon bristles and everything like that to make it reinforced, like I always say, boar bristle mimics the human hair the best, you know what I'm saying? It allows your hair to be able to distribute sebum and everything of that nature, which is the natural oils in your scalp. Now, the only way to make a hard brush is to use reinforced bristles, you know what I'm saying? And those are the bristles that typically stimulate your scalp to produce the sebum, and then the boar bristles distribute it all throughout your hair. Because this brush has a combination of those bristles and everything of that nature, what you're gonna notice is it's gonna be way better than the regular detangler little things that you slide across your head, because the boar bristle will be able to help distribute products or whatever you're using during your washing style, or if you're doing it to the brush to dry method, which I make sure I link right above here, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it maintains the integrity of being able to be called a wave brush. Now, the thing about hard brushes, one thing I always say, hard brushes are used as detangler brushes. You ain't got to go out and buy those things. If you want to, cool, do you. At the end of the day, use what works best for you. But whenever you buy this brush, that's what you can expect, is the fact that this brush is going to be used as a detangler brush after you get done with your wash sessions, to be able to help define your pattern and bring your waves back into the picture. Now, if you are confused in regards to how much pressure you should use, a lot of people tend to think that if they brush harder, they'll get waves faster. But that is the wrong type of thinking. It's similar to people who think that just because they brush their teeth really, really hard, it'll help clean their teeth better. But what they're doing is they're actually messing their gums up. You know what I'm saying? So you're making your gums more susceptible to disease and things of that nature. What you want to do is use the right pressure. Now, if you don't know anything about that, I made a video right up here that I link in regards to, I believe it was the Grim Reaper or whatever the case is, and I went through brushing techniques in regards to use different pressures when you're holding these brushes and things like that, you know what I'm saying? But when you're using this brush, not only will it bring your definition back, but it will produce that natural oil on your scalp. Now, with all of that being said, this clearly explains why Brush King is who he is. He's the only Brush King. I don't care what nobody else say. I don't care what nobody else think. And because of that, when you have something that other people can't provide, you are always going to have imitators and copycats and everything like that that's going to try to replicate your work. You know what I'm saying? But with this brush, hands down, this proves why he is Brush King. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be able to cop this bad boy, I'll make sure I put the link down in the description below, as well as in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And I just got to give a big salute, because at the end of the day, that boy BK constantly delivers quality. When it came to this brush, I didn't know what to expect. The fact that this brush is all the way solid through with a different type, I'm not going to try to guess the material, but I'll be able to do a follow-up video a little bit later. I'm going to try to put this brush through the ringer in regards to washing it, all of that stuff like that. But the craziest thing about this brush is the fact that he was able to make a brush like this with this kind of material to maintain a brush look. And this may be a game changer. He may be able to make way more brushes in the future with this type of material, where wavers will never really have to worry about their brushes cracking. And because he has his own unique bristling system, he'll be able to continue supplying the game with the best bristles, the best material, and ultimately the best brushes on the market, you know what I'm saying? And just to top it off, when it comes to the price, he made this brush about the same price as the other royalty brushes. Now, I know a lot of other people that if they had the concept and they was able to do it, they probably would have charged y'all an arm and a leg, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen nobody else lower their prices on brushes or give you guys as many discounts as my boy BK. So with that being said, you gotta respect the real. I'm pretty sure there's some other things I could have pointed out, but hopefully this video covered everything you needed to know when it comes to the Royalty 726. Now, with that being said, I'm about to switch it up and get into the reasons why I don't believe shower brushing is beneficial to wavers and from a hair health standpoint, because y'all already know when it comes to my channel, I care more about your hair health in the long term. It's not about getting waves fast or anything like that. You can get waves fast with healthy hair, but what's the point of getting waves fast if you damage your scalp in the process, and over time it'll help lead to you losing your hair or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's get straight into those details.
My first year in college, I was told I wouldn't make it. Felt so bad, my scholarships, they tried to take it. Friends to my foes, yep, all I heard them say, how in the world did you get a 1.6 GPA? You should consider dropping out, or at least switch your major. The odds of graduating now are not in your favor.